Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video is all about checking out the new game on the PlayStation VR2 called Pistol Whip. Now Pistol Whip is a game that hasn't been available on the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Quest 2 for a while now, and it's been getting constant updates with new levels and everything like that. And this is a music rhythm game. However, it does something really different that really separates it from regular music rhythm games, which is that you're actually going through scenes, and some of these scenes are actually linked together to actually tell a story in campaign mode. And obviously you're using a pistol to take care of all these enemies and shooting them and everything like that. And the shooting is based on rhythm as well, which is really different from the rest of them, and it is really cool. There's a ton of modifiers and there's a lot of different scenes to play in, and you're going through the scenes and they're all different from each other, all giving you varied levels to play through, really showcasing. And the PlayStation VR2 version is supposed to be showing us even more with exclusive features like the haptic feedback and the higher resolution and all that stuff. So we're going to take a look at all of that today, see exactly what this actually did, and see if it actually lives up to the PlayStation VR2. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a brekkie is the gaming tech, is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Alright guys, here we are with Pistol Whip on the PlayStation VR2, a game that I'm really fond of, that I've been playing for a while. This game has been out for a while on the Quest 2. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay of how this game actually works on the PlayStation VR, and obviously get a feel for how it compares to the Quest and stuff like that. Just shooting that gun right there, it already feels more impactful than I've ever had on the Quest 2, just because of the haptics in the controller. This uses not only the rumble feature of the controller, but also the haptic triggers for each gun, how they feel different, and how the trigger pulls, so I can feel that in the actual control. It feels like I'm hitting a gun. It feels like the gun has more weight, which is already substantially better than it is on the Quest 2. And in this game, it's going to be a bigger deal because it feels more impactful, and every time you take a shot. And in a game where you're shooting nonstop to hit these targets, that's going to be, you know, a really cool experience here. Now, obviously, I haven't played this game a ton on the PSVR2. I did play it a lot on the Quest, so I'm starting off with a lot of things being blocked off, as you can see here. But there is a variety of music tracks and stuff like that. But what really sets this game apart, besides the fact that you're shooting targets, which we'll see here in a minute, is the fact that they usually tell a story. So as you get to certain scenes and stuff like that, like Smoke and Thunder was a whole entire scene of stories that kind of follow natural progression. Every time you play a level, it continues the story and the campaign. Same thing with 2089. Of course, some of them are just straight up levels where you're playing different music tracks, and it's not a full cohesive story like some of the other ones that they had, like 2089 and Smoke and Thunder, but it's still really cool either way. So let's go ahead and just pick one of these classic ones, or actually let's pick one of the reloaded ones, see what we do. So as you can see here, you have your leaderboards here on the side. You can do PlayStation only, you can do yourself, your friends, local only. You have your normal, easy, or hard. You can dual wield if you want to. Now you have two, but the way you play the game is usually with one, and that's the classic style. So I'm going to leave it with classic, and we're going to go ahead and do normal and see how we do here. So what sets this one apart here, as you can see, you're going through an environment, and this is how you're doing it. So you're shooting these guys, and you're trying to go to the rhythm and ducking out of these shots. So you're trying to listen to the beat of the song, because you are actually going to the beat. Sometimes you may have to, you know, wait a second to shoot because it's going to the beat. So it's not just about shooting them. See how I hit that beat there? So there you go. You got to feel that beat. And I got hit there. There's a lot of guys up there. Oh boy. And then you got to duck in some of these. Sometimes it's hard to keep beat because you just get frustrated because there's like 30 guys on screen. You're just trying to shoot them before they kill you. Like right now. Sometimes they're at the bottom. Sometimes they're at the side. Look at that. They're everywhere. Definitely got to have your eyes peeled. Damn it. You get 2 shots, and then you have to get another life. There we go. Otherwise, you will start the game all over again. Or the level, I should say. Those guys with the shield take 2 hits. That's why sometimes you gotta hit them twice. Oh, damn it, I wasn't... And the headset does vibrate when you get shot, which is cool. You can hit these guys like that. You can slap these guns around, too, when they get close to you. You reload, by the way, by just pointing the gun down. And then it reloads automatically. No, I hit that rock. Sometimes if you hit that thing and you don't go around the thing, it will count as a death, so it's not just getting shot. Smack that guy right out of the way. When they're that close, you can just smack them. And there we go. There's our results. New personal best. We got a B. That's not bad. And then, of course, it comes with your hits, your accuracy on beat, like how often you were on beat, like I talked about. Your aim and all that kind of stuff goes into a whole entire thing. And all of these scenes are different. So you got a lot of different scenes to play through. Look at this. You got all these here. You got the reloaded scenes. And these are all different. And they have different environments. Like I said, these here have a story, which is really cool. And then you have Encore, which they did, which is really cool. And then here, this is the arcade mode where you're just selecting levels and stuff like that. But obviously there's campaign modes that you can unlock eventually. You got to play a few more in the arcade before you can play these. But then you have contracts, and in training mode you have a party mode where you can pass around the headsets and it keeps track of local leaderboards, which is great. And they also have different mods and stuff like that with styles. Styles are basically like the way that you actually play the game. So modifiers is essentially what styles are. So sometimes you'll be using two guns. You know, it depends on what kind of styles you are and what you're using in mods. So these are really cool. That really change up the gameplay as well. Let's go ahead and do one more for you guys, just to show you guys another one. So let's go ahead and do this one. So you can see how the environments are completely different, which is what makes this game unique. That I really like compared to other music rhythm games, is that you're going through different scenes and everything just looks different, and it looks really good on here. Love the way the haptics feel compared to the Quest version. They definitely feel better getting shot and actually feeling it in your head. Sometimes the shots will whiz by your head, and even though you're getting a shot, you'll still feel it in your head. And I got hit and felt it because I'm an idiot. See that beat there that I felt? You're going that beat. Oh, now I gotta reload. I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna die. That was a crazy amount of people. I definitely wasn't following the beat there. Obviously, as you can tell, some songs are harder than others, and I've never played this song in a while. It gets really hard when you're trying to follow the beat. If you just spam the trigger to hit everything, sometimes it's not that hard. Oh, come on. was a lot harder than the last song for sure. But really, really fun. There's our score. We got another B. Not bad. There's our accuracy. There's our on B, 82.4%. So, not bad. Not bad. We can go ahead and go back. You can even choose different mods here to make things more accessible, so you can play without just not getting hit at all and nothing can stop you. You're just going to play through the level. And there won't be any obstacles, so you can not have to avoid them. You can just be bulletproof. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, and styles become available. So you get more of these different options and styles that make the game harder or less hard or just quirky as you complete more of these scenes here and you keep going through the actual game here. So really, really cool. So that is essentially the game of Pistol Whip on here. You're playing through these scenes. Like I said, you have campaign mode where you can go through and listen to a story on those that I showed you. The contracts, the party mode, the arcade, the styles really do change up the gameplay as you keep unlocking more as you're playing. There's a whole ton of scenes, but what really sets this game apart, like I said, is the fact that every scene is different. That's what I've always liked about this game, and it's nothing like other arcade or other rhythm games because of that, because not only the shooting, but because how you're actually moving through these environments, and some of them even have a story elements to them, which other games aren't doing in the rhythm space in VR. So, and the haptics on here definitely set it apart from the Quest 2. I definitely feel like I would always want to play this game on the PSVR2 now that I have both options, because I love the fact that the headset vibrates when I get shot. That's really cool. And then the haptic triggers really feel like I'm shooting the gun right now. Really feel like I'm hitting that trigger. And then the controller actually vibrates and stuff. And the haptic feedback on it is fantastic. So the game does look better on here than it does in the Quest 2. It looks high resolution and sharper and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's going to be hard to justify buying the game all over again, just if you already have it on the Quest 2. But if you want that new feel, if you want it to look a little bit crisper, a little bit nicer, and you love haptic feedback on the PlayStation VR2 like I do, this is definitely the definitive way to play Pistol Whip from here on out. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing on Pistol Whip going forward. So guys, if you guys have any questions about anything that showed up in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.